What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the XCAA. We got March Mayhem here for you guys tonight in the Western region. Now, I know, it's been quite a while since we've had an update with this little mini-series here that's attached to the XBA. It's been maybe about a month, but regardless, we're back. We're back with it. We're going to be getting into round number 2 here pretty soon. Round 3, of course, the Sweet 16, the Elite 8. We're going to finish this whole dang thing up right before the actual XBA draft. So of course, as you guys know that are just kind of following along with this, maybe you guys might be new to this, but this is basically just a look at custom prospects that are going to be in the draft, in the XBA draft for this upcoming season. So after the XBA playoffs, we're going to take a look and see at some of these prospects and see how they perform in March Mayhem. And we have to say that because of the copyright for March. You know what it is. I can't say it. I can't actually say it. YouTube copyright stuff. But let's get back into the matchup here, guys. Let's get into this game. We got Cincinnati and Louisville. So as you see in the scoreboard here, it should be U of L, not LU for Louisville. If they advance, hopefully I remember to change it, but it's not looking good for them right now. It's 36-25. They're down by 11 points. And a couple of custom prospects there. Tolbert for Cincinnati and Klein, the guy with the bleach blonde hair there for Louisville, is their leading scorer so far. So here's a nice pass down low to Tolbert for 2. He's going to push this thing to 42-34. Let's jump a little bit further ahead. Cincinnati going to hit a 3, I believe, 48-34. And then driving down low is Tolbert, and Corbett, another custom prospect, is going to give the foul, and that's going to lead to more Cincinnati points. But take a look at this extra effort for the dunk to get 2 more points for Louisville. 58-46. Louisville for 2. Good. They're coming back a little bit. They're not totally out of it. Here's Corbett, custom prospect, going to hit this too. Tolbert is going to answer the other way. 64-56. So still an 8-point spread here. And nice pass from Klein down low to get 2 more points. Tolbert for 3, gonna miss. Klein with the rebound. Now Louisville late here in the 4th quarter, down by 6. You need all the points you can get. Almost an and 1 opportunity. So they're gonna go to the line. They're gonna hit 2 free throws, but a really nice pass to Klein down low. And he gets the bucket and the 1. 65-62 with 19.6 seconds left to go. He's going to hit the free throw to pull him within 2 points. Now, Louisville going to foul Cincinnati. So they put Tolbert to the line, and he's going to miss the first. Let's see if he hits the second. So he gets the green here for the second. They are up by 3. 18 seconds, all the way down to 15. In the corner, here's George for 3. He knew it as soon as he let it go. He knew it as soon as he let it go. He's walking it off here. They tie the game, 66-66. 13.1. You're going to drain the clock for what it's worth. You're going to drain it all the way down. They got the ball here in Tolbert's hands. They're not looking for Lack, another custom prospect. They're looking for Tolbert. Deep shot. No good. The shot does not fall. We're going to overtime in the opening game in the Western region. Now here's Keefe, a custom prospect, gonna go down low, get 2. 68-66. Tolbert is gonna miss. About time he started to miss, guys. He's been on fire. He's been automatic so far in this game. 72-70. Here comes Klein down low. He's gonna get the finger roll off the backboard. Louisville now up by 4. Very, very close game, guys. It's not over by any means. Here's Lack for 3, maybe? No, 2. It's 2. He's going to hit 2. And then out of bounds. Klein runs out of bounds. And there's your thumbnail. Out of bounds. Gives Cincinnati another opportunity. 17 seconds on the play clock, or the shot clock, I should say. And Tolbert is going to hit 2. He's clutch, man. He has been going off tonight. 74-74. Here's Keefe for 2. He got it. He got it. Nice open lane to shoot the ball, and he got it, guys. And Cincinnati is gonna be eliminated after a huge comeback from Louisville. So the rivalry takes its new turn. The page has now turned to another chapter in this rivalry between Cincinnati and Louisville, and what a game that it was, guys. George, a non-custom for the Cardinals, is going to get 16. He got Klein with 15, 13 for Corbett, 12 for Keefe. Keefe actually went 6 of 9 from field goal percentage there, field goal range. So, I mean, he had a pretty darn good game. I mean, he's a point guard. He's not really their focal point of the offense. It's mostly Klein and Corbett. But Tolbert had 26, so he carried. He pretty much carried. He's the only guy that had 20. I mean, you had DJ Whitney here for 11, Marks with 10, Lack, the other custom prospect, for 10. I mean, it was a good showing. It was a good showing for Cincinnati. They just couldn't close them out, guys. So unfortunately, if you're a Cincinnati Bearcats fan or you got custom prospects here for them, until next year. All right, let's get into this matchup here and not delay too much further. We have Tulsa and Dayton. We have a lot of custom prospects for Dayton, namely Langston Hartley, Noah Brothers, a guard, Ray Killix, a guard, and then Manitoba Chizoba, a center for Dayton. We also have one custom prospect for Tulsa, last name of Green. He is a center. He's a center. So we got to watch out for Green if he actually does make some plays here for Tulsa. Michael Green, to be exact. All right, let's get into the matchup, into the highlights. Talk about some plays. Talk about some players here. Here's Langston Hartley. He's probably the one guy on this team that really the focal point of the offense, the point guard, Langston Hartley. Obviously, Chizoba is a big-time rebounder. You can see him there down low. I mean, he's got moves for days. He's got some swagger, too. He can make the pass down low, too, so he's not a very selfish player. And so far, being up 22-17, up by 5, like, you're going to go with those high percentage looks, and Chizoba is just making it look easy. Plus, he plays some pretty good defense, as you can see down low. He kind of reminds me in a way, kind of like Perry Puff Jackson, a more polished Perry Puff Jackson. He doesn't remind me at all of Alejandro Zagaraj. Zagaraj could run the floor as a center. Like, the guy was just super athletic. I'm not saying Chizoba's not athletic, but he's definitely not the same mold. He's a little bit different in that respect. So 37-21, and it's not looking good here for Tulsa. Here is Michael Green there for Tulsa. He's a pretty headsy player. He's a decent player. I don't know exactly what his projection is. We'll have to do a little bit more scouting on Michael Green, but he might be a late second, maybe undrafted, maybe an XBA 2 type of guy, but he's going to spot up and hit a 3 right here to pretty much get us into halftime. So, he's got 5 points right now. 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 measly little rebound, and he's getting eaten alive down low by Chizoba, and he's just not making it look very pretty out there for sure. And obviously, with being a one custom team, Tulsa, I mean, you kind of expected this, right? 47-29. Now here comes Brothers. Nice pass to Hartley in the corner. He's going to hit a 3. They're just polished. Dayton is just a polished team, and they got a really good offense, and even their guards can rebound. Like Hartley, he's just going to rebound this and take it all the way, and he's got some athleticism to burn here and going to dunk it home. Hartley, look at this step back. Hits it. He's so efficient. If you guys are looking for guards for your XBA teams, I mean, we're pretty much going to be doing the same thing this year as we did last year for the draft. You guys are going to have a say in which teams draft who. So, see Chizoba getting 2 more from a nice pass down low, and some more good defense by Dayton. And there's Chizoba again, just going to slam it home here, ending the third quarter. We've got a 68-44 game, and even 2 more for Dayton, going up by 24 points. And then we got Michael Green, illegal screen. Final score, 78-55. Dayton takes care of business, and it's not like you didn't expect it. 4 customs on the roster of the starting 5 for Dayton, 1 custom prospect for Tulsa. If you're looking for guards, though, guys, I'm looking at Langston Hartley. I think he's going to be a pretty darn good XBA prospect, one that we would really want to focus on, I think, especially for the Arrows, because I know we're going to need some point guard help here pretty soon with Austin Rivers just kind of not cutting it. And our guards right now are pretty old. Dwayne Wade, Jamal Crawford, You could argue Donovan Mitchell could play the point, but you get the idea. All right, let's get into this matchup here. VCU against Florida. Couple custom prospects for VCU. They have one being Owen Glenn. So they have one custom prospect. Florida, on the other hand, Miles McCarthy, the point guard, JoJo Carter, a guard/small forward, Lenny Hickle, a power forward that can hit threes, and then Cody Okuntunde, a center, a big-time center. Here's actually Miles McCarthy getting 2. They've doubled them up now, 24-12 after a slam dunk here. It's a nice play. And then we've got a 3-ball. That's going to go. Okay, so VCU is kind of coming back a little bit. They're actually down by 9. Here's Glenn challenging down low to that Florida defense, into the teeth of that Gator defense. Now, they've got a pretty good defense, especially when Okuntunde is out there. But, they're tough. That's the thing about Florida, is that they're just going to be tough, and they're going to make you earn every single bucket that you get. So it's really nice to see that Glenn, he's down low here. He's got no fear. Absolutely no fear. He's down low. He's going to get it to 33-31. Make it 34-31. Now here is Bennett. Is going to get the 2, and that's JoJo Carter with the foul. And right before halftime, they're going to get a free throw at the charity stripe here. Make it 34-34. Down low. Gonna miss. Now out comes VCU. Let's see what they got. Here's Glenn. He's going to try to get down low. Again, good defense by that Gator defense, guys. Good job there to clamp down and cause a miss. So at least they can tell the fans that they didn't let up. They didn't allow VCU to take the lead into halftime. That would kind of be a blow, I think, to the morale here going into the locker room. But we see Lenny Hickle's going to hit a 3, and then he's going to hit a long-range 3, a fadeaway, no less. It's 45-41. Now here's Glenn, going to miss. He's trying to do hero ball right now. I mean, he's the one custom prospect on this team. It's going to be tough for him. We see 2 more points for Florida. They get actually 2 more after that. It's 49-41. And then we get Mayo for 2. That's a nice play there. Burns, gonna miss. But Glenn, look at Glenn. The hustle, man. This is what I love about Owen Glenn. A lot of teams in the XBA are gonna love that. They're gonna look at that and think, this guy could be a bench type of player for us that could easily grow into a starting role here later on in his future. But we see Hickle gonna hit a 3 again. Could have been a loose ball foul down there, but I mean, at this point, the ref's not really gonna call that, right? He's not gonna call that. Game's over. 86-62. Again, not like he really expected that. I didn't expect VCU to come back. I didn't expect him to win the game. It was kind of a cool thing to see that they actually tied in the first half, but second half didn't get it done, guys. 13 points in the fourth quarter, 15 in the third. So they just ran out of gas. They had one good quarter. One quarter that they scored 20-plus points. That would be the second quarter. That's really how they ended up coming back there. But Glenn had 24, so he carried the Rams here for VCU, and Florida advances to round number 2. All right, let's take a look at this matchup here. We got a Wildcats game. Kansas State and Villanova. 2 teams that, personally, I love them. I absolutely love them. But we have 2 custom prospects for Kansas State, one being Tajiri Slay, a point guard, and Nate Worthington, a shooting guard. And for Villanova, the Wildcats, we have, I'm taking a look at my notes here, we have Jack Kaponen, a guard/small forward, and Jess Moore. It might be J Moore, Jes Moore, J Moore or Jess Moore, a small forward as well. So 2 custom prospects each for these Wildcats, and it's currently 6-0, and the Wildcats aren't looking too good. Villanova, I'm talking about. There's Worthington for 2. Finally, Nova gets some points up on the board. Here's Byard for 3. We got a 13-6 game, and here's Worthington. I don't know if that's going to be 3 or 2. It was 3, so he was just a little bit beyond the line. Worthington, nice pass down low to Hayward. He's going to get 2. Kaponen with the foul. Kaponen for 3. Going to drill it. Okay, so Nova starting to come back just a little bit. Kaponen here is a good shooter. I actually like Kaponen. I'm actually scouting him for St. Louis. I'm actually scouting Worthington as well. The thing about Worthington is that he likes to drive. So he's a shooting guard that's not just going to be kind of that catch and shoot guy. Like, he can do it. Just from the gameplay that I've watched, he's going to be able to drive in there too, which is something that I value at the shooting guard position. So here we go, 39-31, and 2 more points for Nova. And it's going to be 41-33 at the half. 52% compared to 64%. It's really about the rebounds, though. The second opportunities for Nova. They're getting outclassed by Kansas State here. So they're going to have to shoot a little bit better because their rebound opportunities just aren't coming. And it looks like they are. They've come back now. We've got Jess Moore hitting threes. We got Jess Moore down low hitting twos. Some nice finesse moves there down low. I like it. They're already back. 47-45. They're down by 2. Nice play here to Moore. Going to set him wide open. And then there's Henry for 3. Going to drill it. Okay, so Nova takes the lead. The first time that they've had the lead in the entire game. We skip forward a little bit. Kansas State retakes the lead. Here's Henry off the floppy. I love that play call. Gets wide open 3 shots. Olsen down low. Again, more second chance opportunities for Kansas State because Villanova can't rebound. They can't box out, but they do take the lead here. 55-53. Kansas State setting something up. They like this shot. No good. It's going to get blocked. Kansas State got to get back on defense, though. There's Henry down low for 2 more. They're up by 4, 57-53. Get 2 more for K-State. Now they find themselves down by 3 in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes. Oh, they missed the alley-oop. And that's going to cost them here. I can feel it here. Nice pass from Koppanen to Jess Moore in the corner. He loves being right in that left-hand corner. Going to hit the 3. Worthington hits a 3 of his own. Now here's Houston for 3, a wide open shot, no good. Good rebound for Kansas State. Now they have a chance to get maybe 2 more points. That's Worthington down low for a dunk. They're gonna pull within 2. Oh, I can feel the chat right now. Here's Koppanen for 2, a slam dunk. 27 points for Koppanen. Gotta love it. Whitehead with the backhand jam. Behind the back jam. Nice moves here by Koppanen. It's either Koppanen or Koppanen. Correct me if I'm wrong if you are in the chat. I'd love to get it right. 77-73. Worthington in the corner. Got to set up a screen for him. They do, and he's going to take the shot anyway. He missed. They're down by 4, guys, and they will have to foul. Nova has the advantage here, guys. 26 seconds left. Koppanen's going to miss the first free throw, so they did have to foul again. So he's going to miss the first, and he's going to hit the second. So they are now up by 5. Kansas State, you need a response here. You got to get 2, take advantage of that first miss, and it's going to be blocked at the baseline, and Kansas State going to fire up a 3-ball. No good. They're going to try to foul here again. They're going to keep fouling. And it's going to extend the lead out to Nova for 80-73. Final score, a 7-point victory. Villanova advances to the second round. I really thought that the way that game started, I really thought that Kansas State was going to take care of business in advance. And it just looks like Moore and Koppanen, they just took over. The 2 custom prospects took over. It was just a battle. It's kind of a funny situation here. It was a battle of Wildcat teams, and then it was a battle of 2 custom teams. 2-player custom teams. And Koppanen and Moore got the best of Worthington and Slay. Slay only had, 6 points? 6 points. He was 3 of 8. 0 for 1 at the 3 line. So unfortunately, Slay just didn't do his job. Didn't do enough of his job in order to get that W. So unfortunately for Kansas State, I was hoping for Kansas State. I'm a K-State guy. I like Kansas State. They're going to have to go home. All right, let's move on. Next matchup. Temple and Campbell. 2 random teams. 2 super random teams for the tournament. Now, Campbell, the Fighting Camels. They have a couple custom prospects, namely Wyatt Price, a point guard who's a really, really good point guard. He's in top 10, top 15 discussion. and he's the only custom for this Campbell Fighting Camels team. Meanwhile, on Temple, you have point guard David LaBelle, who is a pure shooter. You've already seen some highlights of him so far in this game, and nice dunk here by Bradley. Man, so Campbell takes the lead, and then there is David LaBelle for another 3-ball. So he's just hitting threes for days. So you've got LaBelle here as a custom prospect for Temple. You've also got James Giordano, a power forward, and Trevor Caldwell, a forward/center for Temple. Here's another 3-ball from LaBelle. He's going to hit it. They're actually down by 5. So despite having more custom prospects than little old Campbell's beating them. It's basically been the Wyatt Price show here in the second quarter. I mean, look at the moves that he's making here down low. Picks up the foul, still gets the bucket. Now, the one thing that I want to see Wyatt Price work on is work on the defensive chops a little bit. He's got to definitely work on that. But offensively, he is one of the best in all of the draft class, as we see him hit a 2-ball, a midi, at the end of the second quarter. So we go into the half with Temple down to Campbell, 30-40. They're hitting 64%. And look at the defense, guys. 4 blocks, 3 steals for Campbell. And watch this. Again, more offense from Wyatt Price. He's already got the takeover badge going on right now. He's feeling it. LaBelle's starting to feel it again. Kind of cooled off there in the second quarter. Really took off in the first. But again, defensively for LaBelle, he's kind of in that same range. I mean, you don't really play LaBelle for his defense, right? You can see him there just jumping all over the place, trying to make something happen. Campbell's going to get the bucket and one, but LaBelle's more of an offensive threat. And they're actually down by 13 points right now, 52-65. Here's a 3-ball, fired up. It's going to go for Campbell. Now they are just on the blowout trail here. Look at LaBelle's offensive skill there, guys. They're going to get it down low to Giordano after some nice moves to get himself open for that pass. And then Wyatt Price going to hit 2 more. LaBelle for 3 and off balance. A moving 3 as well. He's just so good, man. He's just so pure. He's so pure. If I would think about drafting him if I were the Arrows. If you guys need shooting guards, if you need offense, like if your favorite team needs some offense, maybe the Miami Night Owls, maybe, they definitely need a guy like David LaBelle. Just saying. Campbell takes care of business here, 76-67. Now, I don't know if I want to classify this as an upset or not, but given the fact that Temple had 3 custom prospects and the Fighting Camels had 1, it might be considered an upset. 2 evenly matched up teams, though. I mean, we're splitting hairs at that point. But Wyatt Price led the way, 23 points, 11 of 18. You're going to run your offense through Wyatt Price 100%. 6 rebounds, only 2 assists, so he was a heavy-duty scorer. He was not looking to pass the rock whatsoever. But LaBelle had 41. He had 41 out of 67 points. He had 41. So you want to talk about a guy that you lean on? Temple definitely leaned on David LaBelle in this game, and somehow, some way, it was close. That's how good David LaBelle is. All right, guys, let's get into this matchup now. The Harvard Crimson against the Indiana Hoosiers. We got a couple custom prospects to look out for in this game. For Harvard especially, we have 2 custom prospects, this being Luke Austin, guy that just hit that 3-ball. And then we have a center by the name of Charvis Cortez. Here's Luke Austin here with the handles and then the off balance too. Look at that. The big guy that can move like that. That's pretty impressive. And here is Charvis Cortez for 2 here on another custom prospect for Indiana. Scumaci. You can see him there with the tip-in drill. The guy that I like, though, CJ Kemmerly for Indiana. Watch these handles right here. Look at this move. Kind of like a Russell Westbrook. That would be my player comp for CJ Kemmerly. He can rebound well. He hustles. He's a hustle type of player. He's never going to quit. I mean, he makes good passes. He loves to have the ball in his hands, and he's not that great of a shooter, but he's a driver. He's a point guard that's just going to drive. And he finds the open man like that. That's Xavier Hackett, another custom prospect for Indiana. And then look at this. The flashy dunks over Charvis Cortez. Look at the, oh my God. The vertical for CJ Kemmerly. My goodness. That is on your rookie card, man. You just posterized a huge center in Charvis Cortez. My goodness. So 37-24. Cortez not giving up, though, against some big bodies down there for Indiana. And then we see CJ Kemmerly just going down low again. He's got moves for days. Look at this. And then he's going to go back in for another dunk. More flash from CJ Kemmerly. 20 points at the half. Out of 44 for the Hoosiers, he's got 20. Cortez down low on Scumaci. He's going to win that matchup. He's going to get the 2 and the 1. He will hit the free throw. CJ Kemmerly, again, with the vertical. He almost got the steal there, but Luke Austin stays with it, handles it very nicely, still gets the 2. 53-51. Here's Campbell for 3. This could be Harvard taking the lead. And then just like that, Indiana takes the lead again. 59-58. Before the end of the third quarter, 2 more is going to fall for Indy. They extend the lead to 3. Down low, Hackett working on Austin. He's going to win this battle. They move up 5. Austin going to get 3 more points back. Let's skip ahead a little bit. 73-70. Late fourth quarter. And this is going to get tipped. And here comes Austin. He takes it all the way to the bucket. Harvard gets 2 more. 27 points for Austin tonight. He's been balling out in this round 1 matchup. Let's see what we've got here in a 1-point game. Kemmerly for 3, gonna hit it. And Harvard's looking around like, guys, we gotta make a play. Here's Cortez teaming up with Luke Austin. The dunk, the alley-oop. That's gonna send everybody in a frenzy, guys. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Knox for 3, gonna hit. The non-custom gets 3 more points back, and it's back to a 5-point game. Harvard will end up getting 2 more. It's now a 3-point game here with 28 seconds to go. Non-custom with the ball in his hands. I want to go down low. They do. Cortez working on Hackett. He gets it off, but Austin stays with it, and he's going to get it in. 2 more points for Harvard. They will have to foul in a 1-point game with little time left to go. They do foul. And Knox, the non-custom, is going to hit both of his free throws to get it back to a 3-point game. They will call a timeout. They have basically 1 more play. Here's a pass from the inbound, and oh, he hit it! He hit it from the inbound pass, and he's even got the brush off. He's even got the dusty shoulders off. I love it. I love it. Harvard ties the game. Now, here has been the player of the game all game long. CJ Kemmerly looking for something open. He's got nothing. Here's Knox for 3. Gonna miss. Hackett with the rebound. Oh, he got the green. He got the green. The shot went in, but the clock expired. So we're going to overtime. Knox, a non-custom. I have to keep mentioning that. He's going to come through again for another big-time 3. Cortez with the fadeaway jump shot gets 2. They're down by 2. Kemmerly gets the 2 back. Cortez, missed shot. Good defense, though. Down low for Indiana. Here's Knox in the corner. He's trying to drive down low. Gets the spin move, and he hits the shot. 95-90. Harvard's going to miss. And that is it. Harvard goes down, but they went down swinging, and they went down swinging looking for the home run, guys. They were trying to beat one of the top seeds in this West region, and unfortunately for Harvard, they didn't quite have enough. Kemmerly with 34, Scumaci with 19, Knox, the non-custom, for 13. And here's what's crazy, guys. Kemmerly's only a 91 in this little side series, this little simulation that we have going on here. He's only a 91, and he just took over that game. It's crazy. I love some CJ Kemmerly. I think he's going to be a great XBA player, especially when you're comparing him to a guy like Russell Westbrook. Like, again, he loves to drive. He loves to just hustle and out-hustle people. that might hurt him later on in his career, but you're not really concerned about that right now. You're concerned about the minutes that he's going to give you today, right? So he's going to be an instant impact type of player in the XBA. I'm pretty hopeful to see, pretty anxious to see what he's got in the tank here once he gets drafted. But let's take a look at this matchup here between Georgia and North Florida. And you guys will notice how good a defense that North Florida plays. I mean, we saw Kuntz, Rashard Kuntz. That's the custom prospect here for North Florida. He stole that pass right off the get-go and turned it into transition points. I mean, look at this defense down low here by Cartwright. Yes, exactly. That is Cartwright. That's Cartwright's brother. Wayne Cartwright, the consensus number one prospect. That's his bro. That's his little bro, believe it or not. So he's playing for North Florida. 10-5. And we'll see Georgia with the load and boatloads of custom prospects. Like, they're going to have a tough time here by the looks of it. It's 10-5, and they're starting to miss a lot of shots. They're getting really cold, and they're not playing too good on defense here, it doesn't look like. I mean, look at this. How do you let a guy like this, Rashard Kuntz, the biggest guy on the court, get open and hit threes, hit twos? It's 14-7. They've opened up a 7-point lead here, and Georgia continues to get out-hustled. They continue to miss shots. I mean, look at Kuntz down low here. He makes it a little tougher on himself, trying to go for the hook shot there, but still gets it to go. He gets the green. Georgia will start coming back a little bit, though. They hit a 3 to make it 16-10, but Kuntz is on fire, and he's going to get 2 more. Down low, Kuntz, look at this. Out rebounding Antonio Miles Jr., but guess what? Miles Jr. is going to take this one all the way and pick up the foul as well. So they're going to need their custom prospects to come through, guys. They really need them to come through right here and right now because they're almost getting doubled up right now. 25-13. They'll get 2 more to extend it to a 10-point deficit. All right, so let's take a look at some of these custom prospects for Georgia. We had mentioned it before, but they have a guy by the name of John Michael Remick, a guard, Elijah Cruz, a shooting guard, Max Swain, a power forward, and Antonia Miles Jr. North Florida, on the other hand, it's just Rashard Kuntz and Cartwright's brother. Okay, so this is a team that is very, very short-handed in comparison to Georgia. And right now, Georgia's on upset alert. Yeah, the number 2 seeded Georgia is down by 9 at the end of the first half. North Florida, 58% compared to 46. And it's not like 46 is even bad. It's just Georgia's not playing good defense against North Florida. And they have to. They got to find a way to stop Kuntz. I mean, look at this. He's getting off screens. He's making good passes. North Florida's going to hit a 3 to go up by 8. They're letting the biggest guy on the court just roam free. He's going to hit another 3-ball. 2-ball. No good for Georgia. Kuntz with the rebound, and he's going to take it himself by the looks of it. He kicks it back out to Cartwright for 2. And he learned that from the big bro. Getting in traffic. Contested shots to go. 62-41. You're reading that correctly. I mean, unless of a miracle happens here in the fourth quarter, Georgia's going to lose this game. There's no way they're going to win this. In my opinion, there's no way they're going to lose. They're going to win this game. They're down by 23 now as Cartwright hits this 2. He's going to get the free throw to go. They're down by 24 points. It's unreal. Postnov, the point guard, is going to pick up a foul. Thanks 2K for that animation. They're going to pick up the foul. He's going to hit 2 free throws. And then they're just turning the ball over. They're just trying to make something happen. And guys, it's a 71-47 game. Miles Jr. playing some pretty good defense here on Kuntz, but he yet again lets him slip away. He lets him slip away. They didn't end up going to him there down low, but they're going to get it down low anyway. Fields for 2. Add insult to injury. North Florida 2 more. And guys, this game's over. This game is over. A 29-point victory for North Florida. 29-point victory over the number 2 seeded Georgia, guys. Absolutely insane. Could North Florida be our Cinderella in the Western region? Very much so. Very much so. We've seen a couple upsets here tonight, but you know, nothing like this. A 15 beats a 2 seed. I don't know. I really love the way that North Florida played. And it was really, look at that second half. 23 points compared to 11. 20 points to 12. The second half is really when the Ospreys really came on. They had Kuntz for 23, Post-Nav, who's like a 60, he's a non-custom. He's like a 65 overall. And he had 20 plus points. Remick for 12. Cruz, Miles Jr., Vincent, Swain, all single digits other than Remick. The performance tonight was just off the charts. It was otherworldly. So I don't know if you guys actually like the Ospreys to continue and to advance from the second round into the third, into the Sweet 16, but man, oh man, this team looks pretty special to me. So I don't feel like you would be a crazy person if in your pick'em and if in your brackets, you decided to take North Florida to go a pretty far way. Now, just again, keep in mind, their roster does consist of one custom prospect, and that's Kuntz, right? Plus Cartwright. So, you know, anything can happen. Anything can happen. We saw how 2 custom prospects on Villanova and Kansas State played together. And we saw 2 custom prospects in Harvard. We saw how they played together. So it's almost like that's a minimum requirement. As long as you got 2 customs, your team stands a chance. Teams that only have 1 custom, you know, your odds are not very good. But guys, it's going to be it for tonight's XBA XCAA March Mayhem edition. Leave a like if you like this thing. And guys, just again, a little announcement here, just so you know, we have the contest currently running for round 2 and the entirety of March Mayhem. You guys will be competing for one grand prize winner to win a prize box, like a loot box of XBA content, XBA materials, nice little prizes here, t-shirts, little trinkets that I'm going to throw in, plus a custom prospect and a actual XBA basketball that I'm going to be working with you, the grand prize winner, on what artwork that you want to see on that basketball. Could be like an in-game graphic of your favorite player with the XBA jersey on, of course. Could be something where it's your custom prospect that's in an XBA jersey, something like that. We could almost like Photoshop like a XBA jersey on him or something, like with your favorite team. He might not get drafted there, but or maybe you might want to wait till after the draft until he's actually picked. That way you can get him on there. You can get him on your basketball. So pretty cool stuff. At least I think so. I think you guys will be happy with that little prize box that I do come up with. Obviously, I'm anxious to hear what you guys think. Maybe even you think of some other little trinkets, little prize items that I could look up online and see what we could do, see what we could buy and put in there. So that's going to be it, guys. Like I said, you are competing for that grand prize, and in order to do that, fill out each bracket, each region below: East, West, Midwest, and South regions on Challonge.com. 4 links. Just click each link, make your picks, and make sure, I can't stress this enough, make sure that the participation name or like the bracket name is your YouTube name, because other than that, there's no other way. If you win and if you have them all different names and stuff and I can't figure out who you are, then you're out of luck, because I can't reach you. I can't figure out who you are to contact you. So that'd be the only way. To make sure that if you end up miraculously just winning this whole thing, that I'm able to contact you based on that participation name. So if you've already made your picks, please go back and check, maybe even resubmit, make your picks again, and make sure that all 4 brackets have your participation name consistent. It's all the same. That way I can contact you if you won. So I hope that was clear enough. But there's you can see a little tutorial there on the screen that's been running for the past like minute or so. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Round 2 will be next week. Leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, peace.